Okay, so today I want to talk about if I was 15, what would I recommend myself? Or what I can recommend or really recommend to my kids, for example, to teenagers at 15 years old. So, first, I remember that I was very addicted to TikTok and I just deleted it one day and I never returned. Never returned. I don't remember how old I was, maybe even 13 or 14, probably 14. I was just so tired of this degrading and I was so tired of being addicted to it. I was addicted to it and I would spend all my day there. And it was just one day when I realized that I just don't want it anymore. So I deleted it, never came back. And I remember that at the moment I also deleted Instagram and I didn't watch YouTube shorts. So I actually didn't have like any doom scrolling for a year or so. Then I downloaded Instagram again and yeah, Instagram doom scrolling still exists in my life, but just my recommendation is to delete it. And if it's possible, not only TikTok but Instagram. And if you also change it to shorts on YouTube, also YouTube. But I remember that my biggest fear was for that time that I won't know all of the trends. Like I won't know all of the jokes around. I won't know like the superstars, celebrities. Like I wouldn't be there. Like when my friends would discuss it, I was worried that I won't be able to support the conversation. And time went by and I realized that with the true friends, like you deleting TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, whatever it takes, they won't criticize you for that. And they will understand that you might not know about certain trend. So whenever they would do 6-7, they would explain to you that what it is and why they all act so dumb about it. Like I think that also can be a good checkup and on your friends who are your true friends. I'm pretty sure that some of people I talked to, they were like, why would you delete? Like, you don't know a lot of the things out there. Like, I want to know what's going on to support the conversation. I was like, with actual friends, they either gonna tell me about that or we just won't discuss it and it won't be a big deal. We can talk about dozens other stuff and topics. So that's also a good way to check your friends. Second, I would learn languages, not just a language, but languages. Of course, English, I think is must have today, and I would start it even earlier, but 15, it's never too late to start. My father started learning English when he was, 42? And he knows it better than I do right now. So, what can I say? 15, like perfect age to start learning English, but you need to have a goal for that. It's not just learning language for the sake of learning. For me, for example, I had a goal why I should learn English. I wanted to apply to this exchange program and I couldn't apply if I wouldn't know English. And I really wanted to win the scholarship to go to United States for a year. It was my dream. And that's why I would wake up every day and I knew why exactly I'm sacrificing every single hangout with my friend for learning English. So you have to do it consistently, you have to do it every day, you have to have some sort of discipline, and for that you have to have a specific goal. So language is important part. English, I think it's for everyone, and if you have passion or power or effort or like enough time, I would also learn another language, additional one, any of your choice. Like, really, it works good with your brain, and especially since you're young, I heard it's easier to do. Third, I remember that when I was younger, like 15, 16, I was like very, very careful about my health. Like every single time something was hurting, I would go to the doctor, I would start panicking. I wouldn't say not to go to the doctor when something is wrong. It's totally like I would support go and check on your health. But I remember that it added so much stress in my life because I was stressed much, much more than I had to be. It really was my biggest concern. My health always would give me so much stress, even though after a checkup with the doctor, everything would be fine. So, check up with doctors, do all of the necessary things, consult with your parents, but I just wouldn't stress about it that much because at the end of the day, I can't remember a single thing with which I came to the doctor when I was at that age. And I would go to the doctor pretty much every week. It means that nothing bad happened and it wasn't worth all of that stressful time because I remember I was so stressful always about that. And it leads to a fourth point about healthy habits. I would build healthy habits starting off 15 or even earlier. I mean, as early as possible, but 15 also great. I would start building healthy habits. I know that it's the age, especially in Eastern Europe, when maybe Western too, maybe around the world, everywhere too, I don't know, when teenagers start to drink, smoke, blah, blah, blah. I would be different here. I would start building healthy habits because I think when you start them early on, it's easier to continue than when you become an adult and you start living separately from your parents. So I would, from healthy habits, I mean, it could be anything that you think is healthy for you. It can be walking like in a park every day because I have this route in a park that I, for example, now take every day in the evening, and I know every single road, every single tree, and I enjoy it every time I take a walk there. It's good and for breathing and for just walking, taking some time for myself without listening to music. And I'm doing some steps, so it's also good for my body. So everything is good. Healthy habits, just like that. It can be a little one, it can be several. It can be eating healthy, it can be saying no to sugar for a month, or saying no to fast food for a month. Why no? Why not? Any challenge, any habit that you think you can build and you think that can benefit you. Okay, another one is I would recommend to apply for some opportunities. At this age, there's so many opportunities out there, so many programs, so many free camps, so many organizations, so many projects, so many volunteering activities you can join, and especially at this age, especially provided by school or provided by district or like on internet, like if it's not provided in your country, there's so many international organizations, international projects. You can do it for free. Like, I'm not kidding. I'm pretty sure in most of the countries there are opportunities like that. It just takes time to find them. In some countries easier, in some countries harder. For example, I went for a year, to be more specific, 9 months to United States, full scholarship. I lived in a host family. I went to the local high school. I didn't pay anything for that because I won scholarship. And yes, the competition was high, and you can do it. You can, and it's not only exchange program that existed. Like, it wasn't the only option I had. There were some other options I could use. So it's perfect age for moving around, searching, applying. And if you're not privileged enough, I mean, not wealthy enough to afford it. Money is not a problem right now. I mean, if you're really passionate about something, you can get it. Especially right now, you can. So I would work on that. Next, I would try to find my first job to earn my first money, because at this age you already start to feel like, what is money like when you earn it on your own? I remember I was on this volunteering event on some concert, and they said, okay, do you want, instead of that, we will give you some discs, like DVD, something, I don't know, like something from the artist, and your job is going to be selling them, and as much as you sell, you will have 50% of that, like, profit. It's like, okay, I will do that. So my main job was advertising, marketing, talking, selling. I really liked it. It was my first payment. Like, I did it. Nobody else. Like, I got that money. And yeah, it wasn't fully legal. We can say I didn't pay tax, but my main point here is that you, at this age, if you have an opportunity to have this little job, to just see how real money works or how they look like, and that you are capable of earning them, I think it just will boost you and your taste, right? It will burn your fire even more. You will have fire in your eyes for money and for passion, especially if you will find a job that also interests you. You will understand that you can have a job in future that is at the same time interesting and you earn money. For example, for me, it was very interesting to sell that, because I was interacting with people and I was like coming up with stories. I had to describe the product so they will buy it. It was very messy and I liked it. And I earned money. So I would do it even for free. And the last one, okay, it says care about knowledge. Yeah, I mean, I would focus on knowledge. I don't know, some people say that school is unnecessary and school doesn't teach anything. I mean, yeah, if you don't care about school, you wouldn't find it useful, but you always can find something useful in school if you really listen to the teacher, if you really read the book. You can be smart. Yeah, if you do all of those exercises, if you learn the topic on your own at home so you understand it better, or if teacher explained it bad and you do your homework right. I think that school is great opportunity to have like base of the knowledge. And at this age, I wouldn't tell no to school. Like, I would try to keep up with it, and I would try to do my best in having this base of knowledge for understanding something on a basic level of life and having a basic conversation with a person. Yeah, that's it. Thank you.